Is it possible for you to live an awesome life even though you are from a small town? So if that is your question, this video will be unpacking that. There will be actionable steps that you need to be taking in order to really build the life that you are happy and the life that you love. So let's get it started. Because you are in a small town, you might be thinking to yourself, you are in a trap and you are never going to succeed. Of which that is wrong, my friend. What you need to understand is what actually makes your small town life unique. Number one, you are actually in a great position of thinking broader as to what you really want. So you might be saying to yourself, okay, I am an actor, so how do I make these moves? How do I get into such a big audience and whatnot? So that is your cue for you to actually brainstorm ideas as to what to really do in order to become that main character of your life, aka to become the great actor that you want to be. So you need to break this into smaller steps. So for example, you might be saying, okay, let me consume content that is related to acting. For example, it might be business. I'm making acting an example because you know what, I'm an actor and it's actually something that is closer to my heart. So you need to first of all grab information as much as possible that is related to your particular thing, whether that is like entrepreneurship, whatever it is. So when you have gained that information, step number 2 is to actually now classify that information as to, okay, which one is theoretical and which one is actionable, because most of us get caught up in the theoretical part of the stuff and we do not practice. So when you do that, you are now one step closer to reaching your goal and living the life that you want. So you might be saying, okay, that makes sense to me. Now, how about my life? Number 2, that is what I'm answering. Now, number 2 is a great thing because we are focusing on your love life. You are building a life that you want as a man in a small town. So if ever you are a shy guy, because most of us are shy, like when it comes to speaking to women, that is fine. You can practice this. You can practice to be articulate. You can practice to actually go up to a lady and say hi. So first day, for example, you see your neighbor. Hi neighbor, how are you? That is day number 1. Day number 2, you greet someone else who is not your neighbor. Day number 3, you go out and then you try and make up conversations with different people in different locations. Day number 4, you're doing something different. So if you are breaking that into smaller and manageable steps, that will actually lead you to be the best version of yourself when it comes to that dating. So you might be saying, okay, that seems too daunting, or maybe I tried some online dating. If you are actually in a place that allows online dating because you are living in such a great world, then what you can do is you can just take great pictures of yourself, look nice, and then go to dating sites like OkCupid, Tinder, and Badoo. I mean, those are great as to what I have seen personally. So when you are there, you're striking up conversations, you're setting up a meetup with a lady, and you know what? Your life now becomes a little bit awesome because you'll be having a nice lady by your side and whatnot. So you might be saying, okay, my thing now is finances. Now, finances is a big deal. Now, if you are a person that is already in business, for example, let's say you are selling some stuff in your location that is good, or maybe you are just someone who's still trying to figure out. So we go back to step number 1, which is what is it that you want to do with your life? Get the practical information and the theoretical information. So now when it comes to, if let's say you have 10,000 rands stored, and actually that money is your day-to-day operations, you buy groceries with it, or maybe you are just having fun with it. It is time for you to look at stuff like investing or starting up something, man, because we are living in a time where any and everything is possible, you might be able to even save that money, look for stuff like coming up with a fixed deposit, and then you start from there and gradually progress as time goes on. But then if ever you are just broke as hell and whatnot, so what you need to do is first find a way to make money. But it has to be a positive way of making money. We don't want you to get killed or just making other people's lives miserable. We don't want scammers. So whenever you are having a little bit amount of money in your pocket, you need to save at least 10%. If you have 10 rands, save 1 rand. So whatever you do, you are always saving so that you become that best version of yourself. Now, one last thing that we need to talk about is actually spirituality, because when it comes to living a great life, you need to be in tuned spiritually. I don't know if that's a word, but if it is, then that's the word for a day, in tuned spiritually. So now, being spiritually aware might mean different things to different people. So I'm not talking about the issue of religion necessarily, but it will ultimately go over there, because when we think of spirituality, we obviously and automatically think religion. So spirituality might mean that you are conscious. Wherever you are aware of what is actually going on, and you are caring of the environment first. You are caring of the people that are in your surroundings, and then you are actually at peace with yourself, and you are not movable in any way. So each and everything that you do in a way is almost divine. So in my case, as a Christian, so as I said, it might just go to that, into the religion part, but spirituality has to be something that is living within you. So are you a positive person? Are you like always looking for ways to be at peace, man? Because I think spirituality is that to me. So being at peace with the environment, being at peace with each and every person that is next to you, and somebody that you might be meeting for the first time, somebody that is foreign to you. So now going back, you might be reading a Bible, for example, in my case, reading your Bible, praying, meditating, and doing all of those things. Those are the things that make your life great. You can do that from a small town with no money, just with the dedication of trying to better your life. So with that being said, thank you so very much. What tip in this video are you going to try? Please let me know that in the comment section below. Did this video make any difference in your life? If it did, please do me the solid. Click the like, the subscribe button, and please, man, remember to act like the main character of your life, because that you definitely are. And oh, please click on this other video of mine. That one, you do not want to miss it. With that being said, I will see you next time.